The March 27, 2013 meeting of the Intergovernmental, easy for me to say, Relations Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk call the roll, please?
Mr. Antelli? Here. Mr. Baroth? Here. Chairwoman Boyce?
Here.
Mr. Tucciarello? Here. Mr. Wilcox?
Here.
Sir Clerk, is anyone signed up for the public forum?
No, there is not.
Is there anyone present who would like to speak to the committee today? Seeing none? The next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes. You have the February 27, 2013 before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on the agenda is new business. Sir Clerk.
Referral 13-88, authorized intermunicipal.
Moved by Mr. Antelli, seconded by Mr. Tucciarella. Are there any questions? Mr. Antelli.
Madam Chairman, thank you. Through you, I was asking what the 2.3% entails, increase?
Through the chair, John Clark from the Crime Laboratory. That increase will cover the rising costs of many of our supplies that we utilize at the laboratory.
Very good.
Thank you. Have any further questions? Mr. Baroth.
Thank you. Through the Chair of the Administration, just as a quick follow-up, in the minute, does that mean that there have not been any significant changes in the services then from the last time we did this last year?
Through the chair, yes, that is correct.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other further questions? Seeing none, all in favor? Any opposed? Passes. Next item on the agenda.
Referral 13-97.
Moved by Mr. Tucciarella, seconded by Mr. Antelli. Any questions with regards to this referral? Yes, Mr. Wilcox.
Through the chair, could you just explain why the other counties aren't named in this referral?
Through the chair, the other counties include other ones that are in the region. The other counties that we provide services to are more rural in nature, and although they may have, coroner services, it's more difficult for them to maintain the medical examiner services at the level that we provide here. I guess the other thing also includes, because we provide regional services, it actually makes us more competitive, for national and other types of funding.
I'm sorry.
Through the chair?
Through the chair.
Thank you.
I think that didn't actually answer the question. I do appreciate it, though. The question is more, why aren't they named, listed?
Through the chair, this is just one example, I guess maybe of a case that we have, and certainly other counties that are in our region, may approach us later during the year.
So through the chair, currently we have no anticipation of a county using these services other than Schuyler?
Through the chair, that is correct.
Through the chair, in the previous contract, have we had previous contracts with other counties for these services?
Madam Chair, the legislator is correct. There's a separate referral, I think, that you're referring to that's done at another, I think, at the beginning of the year. We do have standing agreements with a certain number of counties. I think it's 6 or 7 counties that do pay us a flat fee, if you will, for the services we provide. And that is an annual referral. The one before you now is, in addition to that, Schuyler County has requested that they avail themselves of our ME services as well. And there's a fee schedule in the budget which they will be paying pursuant to that fee schedule rather than a fixed rate that we negotiate with them. That's their election to do that. As Dr. Kennedy said, this is more of a, for the more rural counties, they have very few, if any, cases. Rather than entering into a standing agreement, they'll pay on an as-needed basis. So The additional language that refers to the unnamed counties is if another unnamed county approaches us later in the year, we'll have the ability to enter into a similar per service agreement with them.
Through the chair, thank you very much for that answer. I do appreciate the response. So just to be clear, through the chair, is this the first time we've had language like this in front of us, the county legislature, where we don't name the county, but for these services? Because I know we've had.
Madam Chair, yes, that's correct. To our knowledge, that's the first time we've done it this way. And I guess essentially to avoid coming back on a monthly basis with additional counties, we thought the flexibility would be helpful.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Through the chair, thank you.
Any further questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Passes. This concludes the meeting. Our next meeting. Is there any unfinished business? I apologize. Any unfinished business? Okay, this concludes the March 27th meeting, Intergovernmental Relations. And the next meeting for this committee is April 21st or 24th at 5:30 p.m.